Hey guys, it's Green Zero back here with another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary. We have a game for you today, and I'm looking forward to this one because I've heard big things about it. It's only just been played, it's super fresh, but I'm excited about it. We're in a tournament arena here between these two Russian players on the top left-hand side playing as the Reaper 17. It's going to be Bravo 3, B3, sup, yo. He is playing under his Sozdatel account here, but it's B3. So that's what we're going to call him. On the bottom right-hand side, playing as, I believe, the marked of Kane, it's going to be haruspex. Now, I'm not sure if this is the real haruspex, since the real haruspex was playing the game back in like 2009, 2010, and has been playing consistently, but he hasn't claimed his GameSpy name for Evora, so this could just be another Russian player with the same name. I'm not sure if it's the real haruspex. If haruspex is watching this game, please let us know in the comments if you are the haruspex from back in the day. That would be interesting to know, or are you just another player here? But I hope it's the real haruspex. But enough about that. We're going to go by his name here. Here's marked Kane. He did build a mock squad there. Now, interesting enough, B3 got to the bunker in time, but he's got buzzers. They can't really shoot out of the bunker, so he's able to secure his spike. Meanwhile, a raider buggy will cut off the other scout here, just preventing B3 sup yo from getting the scout off here. But what Haru will do, if Haru places his refinery over here, B3's got everything he needs to know. But if he places the refinery over here, it might look like he's doing a rush. So we'll have to see where this comes down. He's even going to cut off this other scout here, so that's very well done. But he isn't placing down his refinery just yet. Look at that. And that's the thing. He could have placed it over here, and then B3 would have been like, oh, is there a rush coming? But now that he can see there's a second ref, he knows there's no rush coming. And just trying to be annoying with a mock squad there. Probably trying to EMP something, but he's already used it, no doubt. Reaper 17, of course, do have shielded tripods. They do have that EMP countermeasure. The shield will automatically restore itself after a short period of time, so they'll be gaining that back. But a Seeker tank will come out just to get the extra scout off. Doesn't want to get rushed or anything like that, but B3... I mean, B3's been around for a long time, and he really should know what's going on here, but he's got the Seeker tank just in case. I mean, you can't go wrong with a Seeker. Now, I believe these guys were playing a best-of series. I'm not sure if the whole thing was casted, because there are observers. The Russians tend to get groups of players together, and they'll play best-of series just for a bit of fun. And it's actually quite good, because, you know, it's similar to like a tournament, I guess. You basically challenge someone, and you play a series of games, and it's very competitive and things like that. So it's turned out this game here, haruspex with a second War Factory. Still got some mock squads rolling around. Will not be able to prevent this Seeker tank from just beelining straight through his base here. Might want to clean that up now. B3, if he targeted the bike, he may have been able to destroy it, but unfortunately not going to be the case. He will get at least one shot off here, I believe. Yeah, he's going to get one shot off, but that's not enough to kill the bike. He needs two volleys to destroy the attack bike here. But double War Factory coming out, like I said, for haruspex. B3 sup yo has planted down a nerve center, and he's double warp sphere here. We could be seeing double dev tank come out. He's already got two of them here, and unfortunately not able to completely charge that one there. That's a bit of a bug. But nonetheless, you don't want to charge on crystals that are being harvested, because if the crystal is harvested before they get there, it cancels the conversion. It also there's a cooldown on conversion. You can't see it here, but you actually have a cooldown where you have to wait for it to recharge before you can basically re-equip your dev tanks with the charge here. Of course, Bite Buggy does not want to see this, because they want to kill harvesters, and he's going to find out that B3 is just one-basing it right now, and he's up against charged up dev tanks. They're going to one-shot basically everything that he throws at him. I think a Raider Buggy can take 2 hits, but like one hit does like 90% damage. Beam cannons. Alright, I'll stop myself there, because haruspex is actually deciding, you know what, we're going to go for beam cannons. Now, if he gets enough of them, yes, he can snipe down the dev tanks. Now, the dev tanks they're actually, a lot of people don't know this, but the dev tank is Skrin's MBT, or main battle tank. The Seeker is not a tank, even though we call it a Seeker tank a lot of the times. The Seeker, I almost said it then. The Seeker is basically like a light armored vehicle, like the GDI's APC or the NOD's. I guess Nod doesn't have any type of counter to that there, but yeah, the Skrin MBT is the most powerful, but of course it's tier 2. And look at this, he will snipe down the Shard Walk, which means EMP is available to haruspex. Is he going to be able to use it? EMP's 2 of them straight away. Unfortunately, the beams are not combining. We'll get a third, surprisingly hit the front one at the front there. He will get a combine off, and when he gets the combine off, he immediately snipes down these units, but unfortunately not able to get the combine off completely here. And the Deb tanks, it looks like it's going to be pretty much mutual destruction here. Another combine comes off, so that will pop those Deb tanks, and the 2 more now heading to the north. He's only got 1 remaining. haruspex, that's the thing, the Deb tanks are just so powerful, and this one here has emptied its entire charge, but haruspex does have enough units to, he'll be overrunning that one very shortly, just sniping down those Deb tanks there. Look at, is he all in? Oh my god, he's got 2 more war factories. He actually built a 3rd war factory, he sold one at home. He's got so many beam cannons now. He's got a couple of tanks to protect them. Those 2 are burning hard. But B3 put down double ref. Man, haruspex needs to do some damage because B3's economy is out of control here. He has got the numbers advantage. We're going to see a pretty interesting fight. You don't see beam cannons too often. Gets the combine off and he will snipe that Deb tank down straight away. Another combine comes off. The disintegrators are out. He doesn't actually have anything to counter the disintegrators, and the disintegrators will be popping off these beam cannons. I'm not sure what they're doing. They're actually running through to get the back beam cannon. That's probably not the best idea in the world, but haruspex realizing that he doesn't have any anti-infantry. Beam cannons, yeah, they can shoot at disintegrators, but they're terribly cost inefficient because they have to target each individual member of the squad. Surprisingly, they will. Actually, there's a raider buggy there. I was going to say they killed those squads pretty quickly, but will be beelining in. Can he get another kill? No, unfortunately not able to. It's really easy for Nod to put these buggies out to counter this descent spam. More Deb tanks are now. Well, look at this. He's got quite a few Deb tanks here building up. He's just pumping these things out. Still got some shard walkers as well. Gets the combine off, and he's going to be sniping that Deb tank down immediately, but they're now in range, and the beams are firing. B3 is not really focusing on these units. EMP comes off. That's really good for haruspex. That Deb tank is not charged up. Will he get one more kill? No, not quite. He's going to pop that beam cannon. A few beam cannons going down now as well. And this is pretty tight right now. I think we can see a ref on Haru's expansion, so he has got something behind us in terms of economy, but he's still continuing to pop B3's units. Only 4 beam cannons left. The beam cannons, of course, they don't have a terrible lot of armor. They've got some very light armor plating. Those 2 beam cannons almost with no health left. He's got a veteran one there, 2 veteran beam cannons, and he's going to pull them back. He's still going to produce these as well, so still choosing to go with this type of strategy. He's got 5 of them, which means he's got enough to cause some serious damage. Unfortunately, those ones are really just falling back way too far, and then he realizes that now, and they will be getting some repairs. But again, like I was saying, the beam cannon does have a little bit of armor plating, so it can take a little bit of damage. Where are these guys going? They're obviously on a rally. haruspex really can't be throwing these away. No, he's actually moving them out now. Completely undefended. Got no. I mean, beam cannons are pretty quick. Look at them. They move. They've got quite a bit of speed. You know, the Deb tanks, of course, have pretty good range for a tank, and he will be trying to get the combine off, and he doesn't quite. He gets enough of them to really do some damage. These beam cannons moving forward. Only 1 beam cannon goes down. He's going to get a 2nd beam cannon, but 3 Deb tanks will go down for just 2 beam cannons. He's got an elite beam. Oh my god, that's going to be deadly. He's got an elite beam cannon. Disintegrators coming out now. He's got tripods. The tripods, of course, very powerful. The problem is, if he gets the combine off again, he's just being able to focus that down. Long range combine there, not going to get that shard walker. Does move outside range. He's going to be able to pop that raider buggy. No, not quite. haruspex. Let's just take a quick look. He's got a tech center down. These Russians, they just do things on just very low eco here, but they're pumping out. I'm surprised how much they're pumping out. Look at that, going to snipe down the structure. Oh, he uses the stasis. He saves the refinery. Oh my god, you got to remember, beam cannons do grenade damage. They will pop structures like balloons, and he just managed. Oh, he clicks the other one. He just needs to combine on that extractor. He's going to lose these beam cannons. He might as well just try to get the combine off. I'm not sure why B3 didn't build an assimilator or try to repair this at all. He's pushing back these other units. These beam cannons are dead. He needs to try to get the combine off right now. Is he going to be firing? No, he's not firing. Oh, they're turning around. haruspex. He could have just suicided for the refinery. He's putting no repairs down on that. He could just tib vein that away if he wanted to. And B3 in a lot of trouble. Both sides, note, have cleaned up their blue tib, which is probably why they're able to fuel themselves with such eco, tech, and units here. I'm quite surprised they've actually managed to pump out as much as they have here. Again, not repairing that refinery. Oh, he's going to tib vein these units. Will that destroy the refinery, though? Is it in range? It doesn't look like it's in range. No, it's not going to be able to destroy that. Unfortunately, not able to kill the tripods. The tripods are too heavily armored. They lost their shields and maybe about 10%, 15% of their health. That was a bit of a waste of a tib vein. He could have easily used it to destroy the refinery there, or just saved it for later. Again, the catalyst missile was used fine, but yeah, the tib vein not done very well at all. Still not repairing this refinery. Look at that. He's actually going to shoot at it with a raider buggy. Yeah, there we go. Repair tool comes down now. He's realizing, hang on a second, that's a bit vulnerable. B3 just going to chill. He's got his force field generators, but he does not have conversion reserves, and it doesn't look like he's trying to go for it either. So, not intending on getting that upgrade. It's a crucial upgrade for Reaper. Not all these tripods, almost all of them are charged up, except for the front 2. They are not charged up. Redeemer is coming out. haruspex just going to slow things down a bit now. But man, that mid game. That was tight. That was some real intense combat there. 6 beam cannons still available to haruspex. Did he lose the elite one? Yeah, he's lost the elite one, unfortunately, so we're not going to see a heroic beam cannon unless something happens with these guys. Harvester doing the funky chicken dance, but it's not bugged. It's just waiting for this other harvester to get out. I'm sure it will unbug. Yeah, there you go. Unbug's going to drive around the obelisk. Okay, there we go. Now this other guy's going to cut the line. All right, so that guy cut in front of him. And he's going to drive around that harvester. He's doing laps. So anyway, B3, is he going to move out? Where is he? He's over here on the bottom side. He's got some disintegrators. He's going to be able to walk through this base. Oh my god, he needs a rage gen. He needs it now. He should be rage genning. The beam cannon's going to try to focus, but again, the tripods are not getting the combine off very well. The beam cannons get obliterated. We have a mind strike and a vapor bomb. It somewhat splices this area here. The tripods are pretty badly damaged. I thought he called in repair drones there, but I think I might have just been seeing things. Meanwhile, a tripod will walk up to the Redeemer, does not get the EMP off, and this base now, this is what tripods can do. They can just queue through a base, and great EMP to delay this here from haruspex. He's causing a lot of damage here, or he's basically delaying it. I think he was trying to get Venoms or Vertigos out or something there. Oh my god, if he drops the MCV, that'll be crucial. He's losing a lot of tripods now. Is he going to be able to save the MCV? It's going to go down. It had a structure queued as well. I'm not sure what it was. haruspex does not actually have any power plants by the looks of things. That was a crippling attack here. Disintegrators finishing off that area. He doesn't actually have any power plants. That's going to take a long time. It's going to take, what's that, a minute 10 to construct an MCV. This is just going to be slowing him down so much. These avatars are trying to fight these tripods. Surprisingly, the tripods aren't able to drop them. They don't have their charge anymore. We'll be dropping that husk on the way out. The Redeemer is still here. What does B3 have to follow up? He's running out of Tiberium. He does have a couple of tripods. He destroys the other husk as well, and he's going to destroy the War Factory. We can't really afford to let those go down. He's going to chase these tripods away. I think he's going to get the tripods, but the problem is, B3, you need to stop these War Factories from being destroyed. I think this one's building an MCV as well. This could be devastating. Raider buggies, no. The other one, I'm not sure what it was building. It just got destroyed. Look, he's got so much money. A minute 10 to build that. He's on super low power mode, which means, and he's got squads here now, so he's going to clean that up. I don't even think it's going to matter if you power micros. If you can get yourself down into a regular power mode, actually, it might just be worth powering everything down except for the War Factory. At least then he might get in minimal power mode, and that will at least speed up his construction. I'm not sure if it's going to be a thing because he's got absolutely zero power plants, but B3 just bought himself a ton of time in this game. And look at this, pumping out more tripods. One of them managed to survive and is still alive. 5 tripods, 6 tripods, Shard Walker coming as well. A few more Shard Walkers. B3 just scraping the bottom of the barrel. He has exhausted his Tiberium, of course. And look at this spike. It's not even generating any Tiberium because haruspex with low power mode, he's not able to spend his money, which means he needs silos. He has managed to produce the construction yard, still not power micro. I mean, what's the point of having this powered up? It can't do anything. It's just slowing down your build. He needs to get these power plants down ASAP. And Shard Walker there, yeah, see you later. Now, he does still hold his tech center, which is very nice. He can't actually upgrade the power plants. He lost his comm center. You can see there, the tib in his refineries is just peaking. These harvesters most of the time are just sitting and waiting because he can't spend all his money. Still refusing to power micro, so still slowing himself down unnecessarily here. Third power plant will come down. Finally, the power is back on for haruspex. Repair tooling is coming down now. He's trying to recover. He's trying to get damage control going. There are 5 tripods here. Whoa, there's very little charge actually. The charge is basically exhausted. No conversion reserves. B3 paying for not getting that upgrade now. And I don't think you can go in. There's 3 avatars and a Redeemer, and the rage gen is almost certain to happen. Buzzer Swarm comes down. There's a lot of EMP, of course, on these Awaken. Having to actually construct Awaken squads. And yeah, without any anti-infantry, he's very vulnerable to EMP. Going to charge his tripods up now, so that's something. But B3 just chilling in his base. A 4th avatar will be coming out now, so 4 avatars and a Redeemer. That's going to be tricky to deal with because the rage gen really hampers the Reaper's ability to engage. He needs to try and bait that out. But he needs to do something about his Awaken squads because they will just be popping those EMPs. We've seen that haruspex has been using his EMPs fantastically in this game here. Even going to snare one of these tripods. He's going to chain Empet. You've got to remember that the EMP coming from the Awaken only lasts about 2 seconds. So it's not a regular EMP. It's a very short EMP. And look, oh geez, popping that. B3, I'm not sure why he was fighting in there. He was definitely asking for that to have happened. Another EMP comes down now as well. This is devastating. The EMP control has been off the chain here from haruspex, just flawlessly doing it, and will force out the phase field. I'm not sure why he's turning around. I mean, You can't crush tripods. Yeah, you can trust the you crush the awaken, but is it really worth it? He needs to try to get back to it. Oh my god, there's an attack happening up here. I did not see this. Obelisk coming down now. Targeting the Shard Walkers, unfortunately. He kind of needs to target these tripods. The Shard Walkers won't be able to do a lot if there's no tripods there. Power having to power micro again. He's pulling his army up here to try to deal with this. B3 has cut him in half. B3 has made a good move. EMP again. Sublime here just pops another one. He's going to be able to get a kill on that tripod. Elite Avatar. Oh my god, this is going to be deadly. You know what he could do? He could build a beam cannon and double beam that bad boy there, because if he's double beam, I mean, an elite unit, I can't remember the exact statistics. I think he does about 125% damage. I'm not 100% sure. I should know by now. I keep forgetting all the time. There's a lot of stats that go into the veterancy. Rage Gen will go off. It costs him another tripod. And you know what? B3 is just bleeding tripods now. He's just bleeding tripods, and haruspex is not losing any avatars, although as I say that, he may be losing this one. That's a little bit too much power for him here. 2 more avatars coming down. He will leave this area. You're going to pop the husk, not quite. There it goes. Does he have a Rage Gen at his disposal? Just moving his Redeemer forward. Oh, these tripods so badly damaged. B3 needs to get out of there. He's got more tripods to reinforce. Calling the Ichor Seed now. Trying to get more tib down now. In situations like this, the scrim player will always get more Tiberium just because they can call in free Tiberium. He can use growth stimulators if he likes, which actually generate money as well. But he's not building any of those. Meanwhile, we have scattered forces over here. Does reclaim himself a tripod. B3 just trying to split himself up, trying to force haruspex to stay in his base. But you know what? If haruspex wants to move his MCV, he could probably pull his whole force together and then just destroy B3 at his own base. But yeah, he seems to still have no problems producing these units here at all. He lost his spike, and B3 still holds his. The Tiberium did actually get cleaned up, so that is gone. Maybe heading down here to recharge. No, he's still got charge on these guys, except for the front one. But B3 is trying to pull haruspex in 2 different directions. Haruspex wants to fight with one front, and he's got a lot of avatars now. I'm not sure. I mean, these 3, he's going to spot these guys, and he realizes they're there. I mean, haruspex should be aware that he's getting hit from one side and then the other. We can see tripods moving up here. Unfortunately, he's not splitting his force up. He could easily defend the top of his base. He's leaving a couple of avatars there, but the attack is going to come from over here. These tripods realizing they're going to get trapped in the bottom of the map, so they're going to try to get out. But you know what? Rage Gen goes off, which means he cannot control them. They do have a move order, which means they are going to continue to move out of there. Will an EMP come down? No EMP. Oh, double EMP there, but he uses the stasis. And meanwhile, there's an attack up here with these avatars. Immediately crush that tripod. One tripod will fall because B3 has some units outside. More tripods moving in. He might need to bring the avatars down. He is bringing the avatars down. We're going to see a really big fight here. It's going to be a huge fight. B3 is just going to go in and try to destroy the MCV. The avatars, unfortunately, not firing. They will be firing now. And they're moving in. He's going to EMP the MCV. He's not EMPing the avatars though. EMP's coming down now. He's EMPing the avatars. The stasis has worn off. We can see the forces here now attacking from the south side, but the avatars are now being all but destroyed. The tripods are not actually falling here. He's still managing to hold on to some of these tripods. The elite avatar is the only one which is standing because he is boss armor, boss HP right now. EMP's come down. Oh my god, he just got a heroic avatar. He got a heroic one now. It's going to self-repair. Beacon comes down. haruspex knows he's got it. He's losing his base like crazy. But you know what? How's B3 going to handle that? He can't see these harvesters, which are still... Actually, you know, a enlightened squad out there now. So there you go. He's actually got the legs upgrade as well. So that's surprising. I think he was going to try to produce these. He doesn't actually have supercharged particle beam. I'm not sure why he's shooting at these guys here. Darren P. He's just going to be annoying and slow them down. There are husks here as well. Oh man, B3 needs to do something about that. Lightning spike will come down. It'll clean that one husk up. He might want to quickly try to grab these units here. And again, double beaming up this avatar, whereas it would not be a bad idea as well. Will snare one husk, and needs to snare the other one. But you know what, B3, again, he just doesn't have the Tiberium to rebuild an army capable of defeating what haruspex has now. haruspex even rocking several of his tripods. He's got up to 4 of these Reaper tripods now. He doesn't have any refineries. Does he have any money? Uh-oh. Whoa, okay. He does not have enough money for a refinery. Even if he sells everything, he doesn't have 3 grand. There's not 3 grand worth of structures there, at least once sold. So he's going to have to go and do the killer blow. Sozdatel, B3, sup, Yogo must hold this attack. He's actually falling back into his base, which is a good idea. He should fall back and just pull his forces as much as possible. This attack is going to happen. How's he going to stop that heroic avatar? EMP is the only way that is being stopped, and unfortunately, the tripods will never be able to get in range as long as These tripods are here. The MCV is here. haruspex knows, hey, the only way you can win is if you kill my building, so if I bring my MCV with me, you can't do much. Scattered, awakened squads, an alliance squad, a random Tiberian trooper squad, it makes this just much more difficult to engage. B3 is going to go around, and he realized, look, he just sold his whole base off anyway. Left a unit there, sorry, what do you call it? Leaves a portal behind. Notably, haruspex does not have any AA, which means he can't actually destroy the drone platform. I believe he might have enough money to build a rocket squad. What have we got? 505. Yes, he does. He's got enough money to build a rocket squad. He can build a power plant, a barracks, and then a rocket squad. He could probably build 2 if he resells some of his units as well. So ultimately, he's going to win as long as he doesn't waste his money. Where's he going? Looks like he's trying to chase after the drone ship. Oh, I can see what's going to happen here. I can already predict the cake which is going to happen. He's left his MCV with this paltry force here. I mean, he's got EMP, but it's not necessary to send this many units away from the MCV. The only way he can lose, oh my god, he's just leaving it there as well. Oh no, oh no. Oh, this is going to be disastrous for haruspex. Oh, he's gonna deploy, but it doesn't matter. Oh my god, he's just thrown this game. He just threw the whole game. Completely unnecessary to send his Redeemer and all those avatars after the drone platform. That was absolutely catastrophically bad, Harus. I don't know why. And to leave your MCV out in the open, it's your only building. The only way you can lose is if that is destroyed. Why is it not with your force? Like, oh man, I know it's frustrating and I didn't play the game and I'm not from his perspective, but really, when you play that well throughout the whole game and then it's just undone. B3, again, B3 just stayed in the game. It's like, well, I'll just wait for the mistake. I'll just hope that there's a mistake, because if there wasn't a mistake, he was dead. He had like 5 or 6 tripods, but he wasn't going to beat the force that haruspex had, especially when haruspex has got the rage gen. He's got a bunch of EMP at his disposal. There's no way B3 was going to win any type of engagement there. Look at the money, 170,000. Scrin does it again to 137,000. So about 37,000. No, I've done that wrong. About 33,000 in favor of Sozdatel. So he got a lot more money. We can see here he breaks away at the start, obviously because he built his eco up faster, and then as the late game comes in, you can see there's a bit of flatlining here from haruspex as he lost his refine, and he flatlined for the last couple of minutes of the game. But at the end of the day, if we have a look at the units graph, B3, unfortunately, look at that, was a pretty big loss there. But yeah, the beam cannon strat was throwing B3 for 6. I mean, it didn't throw him for 6 that much. B3 did a pretty good job of defending. He didn't actually lose any buildings, so at the end of the day, he did a pretty good job. But that was a pretty insane game. Hope you all enjoyed this video. My name's Green Zero, and I'll catch you all in the next VOD.